The bare minimum isn't neutral, it's contagious. And if you don't confront it, the slowest standard in the room becomes the culture that everyone follows. Now, welcome to Solving People Problems with a show where leaders come when the people part of leadership is the hardest part. Now, I'm Brenda Neckbottle. I've spent 30 years in HR, crisis management, and handling the kind of workplace chaos that no one ever warns you about. In every episode, we get straight to the point, real problems, real people, real solutions that you can use today. No theory, no sugarcoating, just the tools you need to lead with authority, to protect your sanity, and to keep your team performing at its best. Now, you know the type. They show up right on time, not a minute earlier. They finish the task and nothing more. I check the box, but they never raise the bar. And at first, it seems harmless. At least they're not disruptive, and at least they're not openly toxic. But here's the trap: the bare minimum just doesn't sit quietly in the corner, it drags everyone down with it. Because when one person coasts, the team starts asking, why should I push harder if they don't have to? And slowly, excellence erodes into average. So here's what works. Say this: I see you're meeting the requirement, but meeting the requirement isn't the same as contributing to the team's success. I'd like to sit and talk about how you can raise your impact. No accusation. It just names the behavior without attacking the person. It raises the expectation without leaving it vague, and it makes it clear that just enough isn't enough here, because leadership isn't about tolerating quiet quitting. It's about confronting mediocrity before it spreads. So can we agree that every time you let the bare minimum slide, that you're not being fair, you're lowering the ceiling for everyone else? And how many of you carried the frustration of watching one person coast while others pick up the slack? How many of you stayed silent because at least they're doing something, even though resentment is building underneath the surface? And how many of you realized too late that one person's mediocrity had set the tone for the entire team? Now realize this: culture isn't built on the best performer, it's built on the lowest standard the leaders allow. Because you don't inspire excellence by ignoring mediocrity, you inspire it by confronting it. You don't strengthen a team by tolerating minimums, you strengthen it by demanding contribution. And there goes my director of security again. And you don't build credibility by lowering the bar, you build it by raising it every single time. So, where in your leadership are you allowing good enough to pass for contribution? Where are you letting mediocrity hide behind compliance? And what would change if the next time someone coasted, you held them accountable to impact, not just output? And the bare minimum is never harmless. Call it out, raise the bar, and you'll turn quiet compliance into visible contribution. So all that'll change for you now. And on October 22nd in Virginia Beach, my Leadership Unleashed live event will show you what to say, when to say it, and why it works. So tense rooms settle down and your team actually starts to move. It's not just another leadership event. It's the one room where you'll finally get the tools that you've been looking for to deal with the chaos no one has ever warned you about. Employees that love to push back, that performance that is constantly slipping, and the team dynamics that will literally drain the life out of you and your leadership. So join me and two Navy SEALs for a full day of high intensity reset that'll shift how you lead under pressure, because trust, clarity, and control does not happen by accident. You build them. Seats are limited, and we have a few VIP spots. So go to leadershipunleashedlive.com and book your spot now.